I'm gonna model the exercise for you so that when you do it at home, you can kind of see how it works. So what exact result, so imagine a client that is your greatest success story. Is there somebody that comes to mind? And this is important because you need one person, it's very often that you'll try to think of a group of clients, and that doesn't work if you do that. And even some of you might be thinking, oh, my clients have so many different things that we work on because I do personal coaching. The neat thing is it almost doesn't matter who you pick. You'll get things that'll come up that are really going to serve you across the board. So can you think of somebody? Mm-hmm. Okay, can we just get a first name? Okay, great, Sela. So she's a success story, somebody that had great results with your work.
Yep.
Okay? And look, we don't even need to get into a whole bunch of conversation about what she does. You don't need a bunch of backstory to do this exercise. So what exact results, because it's going to come out right now, what exact results did Sela get from working with you?
She lost 80 pounds.
Okay, lost 80 pounds.
She's kept it off for 2 years.
2 years, kept it off.
She literally transformed her life. Like, she's unrecognizable from who she was 2 years ago.
Okay.
Should I just start bulleting
Yeah,
out?
transformed her life, unrecognizable. Yeah.
She was running from herself in her work. She was workaholic.
Okay.
And very disconnected from herself, from her spiritual self.
Okay, pause. So was running from herself. You want to get those words because when we go back and we look at using this in talk titles and on our websites, can you already feel when you heard those, the stop running from yourself, that's going to really be something juicy that we're going to be able to pull from later. So you want to get all the words down. We're kind of doing a quick and dirty version, but when you're doing this, you want to, was running from herself.
Okay. She's very unhappy in her marriage.
Okay, unhappy in her marriage.
She had just not the best relationship with her kids. Like, she was disconnected from her kids.
Okay.
Because she was a workaholic and she was gone a lot. And
so can you hear feeling disconnected from your kids and family? Do you think that might pull some of the right people forward for your work?
She was on antidepressants for 15 years and couldn't get off.
So stuck on antidepressants.
Yeah, very depressed and anxious.
Depressed and anxious, feeling depressed and anxious. Okay, so there's more, but this is giving you a brief example, but you would get it all out, okay, when you do this. You would get it all out. And then we're already getting into question 2, but what other transformations happened in her life because of these results?
She changed jobs.
Okay.
So she was making more money.
Okay.
She ended up getting a divorce, a very amicable, healthy divorce, if there is such a one. She had it. She has a much healthier relationship with her children.
Okay.
She's no longer enmeshed with her children.
So what is she?
She has healthy boundaries with her children.
Okay. She's learned how to set healthy boundaries with her children. Okay. All right, we'll stop there.
Okay.
And then just to sample the third one, and this is the one, like I said, it's so easy to forget this one, but it has such a huge impact on getting the right words down. What would have been the cost to Sela, had she not accepted your offer? And you have to do a little supposing here. Obviously we can't say how it would have gone, but you can see where it was headed.
Yeah. Inability to get off her meds.
Okay.
She would 15 more years of antidepressants that weren't working.
So kind of stuck on antidepressants that don't work, that weren't working.
Yeah, okay. Continued anxiety disorder.
Okay.
Continued obesity. More dysfunctional jobs with dysfunctional bosses.
You hear the power in some of those words coming up, people that can identify themselves that they're in dysfunctional relationships, they don't know how to get out, they have anxiety, they're stuck in a cycle with medications that really aren't working. Is that your ideal client?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and continued poverty consciousness and financial chaos.
Okay, so you get the picture. So thank you. Thanks for making this come out of nowhere. Appreciate it. Okay, I think we're good on that one. Thank you so much, Kira. Let's hear it for Kira and her team. Yay! You can leave it up here. Good job. So I wanted to show you this because now, right, when we take a look here, just from what I'm remembering you said, and what I do when I'm working with someone is I'll take a highlighter now, and I'll just go through and I'll look for those words that have like the highest emotional value, right? The words that really, you just want to read them out loud, and you'll feel the ones that pop.